A 180-pound black Cane Corso disappeared into the darkness every single night for 3 months straight, and nobody knew where he went. His family would wake up at dawn to find him lying on the porch, exhausted, covered in dirt, with cuts on his paws and mud streaked across his chest. They tried following him. They tried locking him inside. Nothing worked. And then, one night, everything they thought they knew about this dog shattered in the most terrifying, most beautiful way possible. This is Brutus, and this is the story of a guardian nobody understood until it was almost too late. Brutus wasn't always a mystery. He was a problem first. His original owner, a man named Derek from just outside Charlotte, adopted him as a puppy, dreaming of the ultimate family protector. And Brutus delivered too well. By age 3, Brutus was 180 pounds of pure muscle, a jet black coat that seemed to absorb light, and eyes that tracked every single movement within 100 feet. He didn't bark at strangers. He stared. He positioned himself between Derek's family and anyone who came close. Mail carriers? Brutus planted himself at the door like a statue made of steel. Neighbors stopping by? Brutus became a living, breathing wall. Derek's friends started avoiding the house entirely. "Man, your dog looks at me like I owe him money," one of them joked. But Derek wasn't laughing anymore. Brutus's protective instinct wasn't cute. It was suffocating. Derek couldn't have people over without Brutus shadowing every step. His kids' friends were terrified to even enter the yard. His wife felt like a prisoner in her own home. So Derek made a decision that would haunt him for months. He drove Brutus to a high-kill shelter 2 counties away and walked out without looking back. The shelter staff knew Brutus wasn't going to be easy to place. He was massive. He was intense. And when potential adopters walked past his kennel, Brutus didn't wag his tail or press his nose against the bars like the other dogs. He just sat there, stone cold, watching, like he was deciding if you were worth his time. If you haven't subscribed yet, you're missing stories that will completely change how you see the bond between animals and the kids they protect. Hit that subscribe button right now, because what happens next will blow your mind. But then, the Bennett family came in. Ryan and Nicole weren't looking for a pet. They were looking for a guardian. The couple had just moved into a house on the edge of town with their 8-year-old daughter, Mia. The neighborhood backed up to dense woods, and lately there had been reports. Stray dog packs, coyotes, things moving through the trees at night that nobody wanted to talk about. They needed protection, and when they saw Brutus sitting in that kennel, massive and unshakable, they knew. "We'll take him," Ryan said. The shelter director hesitated. His original owner surrendered him because he was too protective. "He's intense." "Are you absolutely sure?" Nicole looked at Brutus. Brutus looked back, and for the first time in 6 months, his tail moved. Just once, but it moved. Brutus came home that Saturday. Mia was nervous at first. She'd never been around a dog that big, but Brutus seemed different with her. He didn't stare at her like he stared at everyone else. He watched her. Gently, like she was something precious he'd been assigned to protect. When Mia sat on the couch doing homework, Brutus laid at her feet. When she played in the backyard, Brutus positioned himself between her and the woods. When she went to bed, Brutus planted himself outside her bedroom door and didn't move until morning. "He's bonded to her," Nicole said one night, watching Brutus's constant vigil. "I've never seen anything like it." But 3 weeks after the adoption, something changed. Ryan woke up at 2:30 a.m. to use the bathroom. He glanced out the window and noticed something. Brutus wasn't on the porch. He checked the front door. Locked. The back door. Locked. But Brutus was gone. At 6:15 a.m., just as the sun started creeping over the horizon, Ryan heard the heavy sound of paws on wood. He opened the door, and there was Brutus, panting, dirt caked into his coat, scratches across his shoulder, exhausted. "Where the hell were you?" Ryan whispered. Brutus walked past him, drank an entire bowl of water, and collapsed on the floor. It happened again the next night, and the night after that, and the night after that. Every single night, Brutus vanished somewhere between midnight and 3 a.m. And every single morning, he returned at dawn looking like he'd been through a war. Ryan and Nicole tried everything. Cameras, locks, following him, nothing worked. Brutus always found a way. "He's protecting something," Nicole said one morning, touching a fresh cut on Brutus's side. "He's patrolling." Ryan shook his head. "Patrolling what? There's nothing out there." But Nicole knew guardian breeds. Cane Corsos were ancient Roman war dogs bred to protect families, to face threats other dogs would run from. Brutus was doing exactly what genetics told him to do. Still, it worried them. The cuts were getting worse. Brutus was losing weight. Whatever he was doing out there was destroying him. 3 months passed, and then Mia changed everything. "I want to follow him," she said at dinner. "I think he's protecting me." "Sweetheart, he won't let us follow him," Ryan said. "He'll let me," Mia replied. "He trusts me." That night, at 1:47 a.m., Mia woke up when Brutus moved. She crept to her door. Brutus stood in the hallway, staring at her. For a long moment, they looked at each other. Then Mia whispered, "Can I come with you?" Brutus's ears twitched. Slowly, he turned and walked toward the back door. Mia followed. They disappeared into the night. Ryan and Nicole woke 20 minutes later to find Mia's bed empty. Panic set in. They grabbed flashlights and ran outside. Then they heard it. Barking. Deep, aggressive, getting closer. They ran toward the sound and froze. At the edge of the woods near Mia's bus stop path was Brutus. In front of him, a pack of stray dogs. 6 of them. Circling. Snarling. Behind Brutus, perfectly safe, was Mia. Brutus launched himself at the pack leader, a massive German Shepherd mix. The fight was brutal and fast. Brutus flipped the leader, and the rest scattered into darkness. Brutus stood there, chest heaving, blood dripping from his neck. Mia wrapped her arms around him. "He does this every night, doesn't he? He clears the path for me." At the emergency vet, the doctor examined Brutus. "He's been doing this for months, protecting your daughter's route to the bus stop. Alone. Every night." Nicole wrapped her arms around Brutus's neck, tears streaming. "This was your love language the whole time." Brutus leaned into her and closed his eyes. Because love doesn't always look soft. Sometimes it looks like scars. Sometimes it looks like a 180-pound war dog clearing a path through darkness so an 8-year-old girl can walk to school safely. Brutus wasn't cold. He was committed. He'd been saving Mia's life every single night without anyone knowing. If this story moved you, drop a comment below. Would you trust a dog like Brutus? Hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.